Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday Call Live. Live from Alliance headquarters in beautiful Burlington, North Carolina. Today with special guest hosts Terry Edwards, Chelsea Long, and Ashlyn Davis. Brought to you by AMP Studios' incredible live studio audience. Now let's hear it for your hosts, Terry Edwards, Chelsea Long, and Ashlyn Davis.
That's right. Y'all grab a seat. Woo.
That's right.
Welcome to the Alliance TWC. That's right. I'm Terry Edwards.
That's right.
And I'm flanked by two Alliance beauties. That's right. Ashlyn Davis from the lead team. Chelsea Long from the ABTF.
That's right.
And I didn't get the heels memo. You got a pack of bar? All right, good deal. So I am fired up. This thing is happening all across the Alliance right now. I don't know about y'all, but I almost can't sleep at night. One of the reasons I can't sleep at night is because I've been thinking about this $250,000 in cash. Cash, baby, that's getting ready to be given out at our family reunion to all of our warriors that's going out slaying giants week in and week out. So, like, how cool is that? Like, a couple of events ago, he let us see what $250,000 looked like. And I remember Keith Hall, he was about to pee on himself. He was like, y'all better watch that money. We need all of it back. But then this time, some people are going to get a pillowcase, and we ain't going to just get to see it. We're going to walk by, and they're going to just shove a little bit in our case. Some people are going to have a big stack. Some people are going to have not such a big stack. But anyway, it's a stack, and I'm fired up about it. You know, a lot of companies are talking about cutting back. You know, well, we ain't giving no raises this year. You better be thankful you got a job. You know, that type of stuff. But here, we're flowing in abundance, guys, and I am super fired up about that. So now this is the deal. We don't have updated numbers for the 212 contests. See, Preston and Tyler and them, they already kind of shutting it down, going back, looking through all the Excel spreadsheets, making sure all your business is accounted for, all your recruits are there, because people are getting pretty antsy about this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's getting down to the wire. We only got a couple more days. We need to be on the phone right now with carriers, smoozing them up, saying, what can I get for you for Christmas? You know, I know this lady got the sugar and everything, but can you overlook it? It ain't that bad. You know, I looked at her. She didn't look like she had the sugar. She looked a little sour to me. That's right. But we do have some new numbers, updated numbers. Let's go here. Let's see here. The Foresters Fund. Billy, can you help me out with the Foresters Fund? That's right. That's GSB right there. Okay, cool. So Foresters Financial, they say, all right, Andy, I see you putting in $250,000 cash. We're gonna bring a little stack too. Right. They bring in $10,000 to give away to 10 agents. Now, this is the cool part about it is, if you are in the top 33 on the big contest, you don't qualify for the Foresters Fund contest. Right. So that's good news for a lot of people, because if you weren't in the top 33, you can still get a shot to win $1,000. Right. So in order to qualify to win $1,000, you have to write at least 10 applications with Foresters, and it be $10,000 in premium, and your name goes in the bucket to be drawn to win $1,000 cash, just like that. Right. So all these people like Kim Spinelli Young, they're in the top 33 contest, so they're not eligible. But Nikki Ebanks, she's up in there. Yes, she is. Down there in South Florida with 34 applications, $32,000 in premium. Good job, Nikki. Then you got Megan Alleman, Michelle's daughter. We was chilling out in Hawaii just having a blast a couple of weeks ago. She done put in 22 apps, $31,000 in premium. Joe Dukes up in the building. Olga Mathis. Hey, Olga! Yeah, she heard me. That's right. Olga Mathis and Janina Wilson, Mark Kozak. The dog guy, right? Yeah, that's him. Rags. That's right, Rags. Glenda Graham is in the drawing. So it's about 60-something people in that drawing right now. So that's a good shot to win some. And if you win $1,000, check that out. That done pay for your plane ticket, your hotel room, and your convention ticket, and you got some left over. And Ashlyn gonna tell you in a few minutes what you can do with that extra. So that's the Foresters Fund. And then CFG, Billy pulled that up. CFG was like, hey, we want some of the action too. That's right. So they bringing $10,000 too. Now this contest is very interesting. Because as of today, through June 21st, right there, that's what it says, there are 9 people that's got a ticket. Wow. We got 10 tickets. That's right. So we're going to only draw tickets to see who's going to get that $1,000 first right now. So Rose, she's up in there. Alan, up in there. Ann Latino, Angela Manzo, Gustava, Grace McGill, Abel, Matt Goodrich, and Lindsay. Right now, all y'all can get $1,000. That's right. And I'm telling you, Ashley gonna light you up with what you could do with that $1,000. We're gonna flip that $1,000, ain't we, Ashley? So we got 9 people that's already in this thing. But then if you go up just a little bit, Stephen Bowery, one more, Bo. You already got the premium. You just need one more app, Stephen. You got your cousin coming up on the 4th of July. You're going to see him. John Weston got 7 apps. We only need 3 more apps. Sean John. Sean John? Somebody done hired P. Diddy. S. Diddy hired P. Diddy. Stephen Davis Group. Sean John. 6 more apps, y'all. Oh, my gosh. Bill Eaton, just one more, Bo. Just one more app. Justin Bailey. You only need a little more premium, Justin. So we're fired up about that. But like really, guys, y'all think about it. A lot of people really are talking about we're getting ready to enter into another market downtime and we ain't hiring, sending more jobs overseas and stuff like that. But we're with a company that's saying, pour it on, we got the money. I'm fired up about that. So Good Samaritan bonus. And Billy, you gonna pull that one up? Okay, cool. One of the things I love about Andy Albright is he tricks us into blessings. That's right. See, within the book that I read said it's better to give than to receive. Right. And then I also say give and it shall be given unto you. Yes. So what Andy has done is tricked us into receiving more blessings because we are now given to charities and it ain't really coming out of our pocket. Right. But we get credit for it. Right. That's a pretty good deal right there. I don't know if we could get into heaven, but you'll get a GSB. So a Good Samaritan bonus. It starts out at $100 to any charity of your choice. The only thing you have to do is pay $5,000 in business and help one person pay their first piece of business. And Albright is going to write a check to the charity of your choice in your name. Isn't that great? Yeah. So far, for the month of June, we've already had 50 qualifiers and over almost $8,000 is going to be given away to charity. That's right. And some people realize, like, they don't realize how big a $100 gift is to a nonprofit. I was talking to a girl, she used to work for the American Red Cross. And if you send a $100 check, they are flipping over backwards because their average donation is like $5. So a $100 donation goes a long ways to help these not-for-profits. If we could just help one more, somebody say one more. One more. If we could get 133 people just to help one more person, we would give away an additional $14,000 in donations. Albright wants to get this thing up to giving over $250,000 a month. I'm going to do the best I can to help them. Anybody else with me? So just a little bit more, just a couple more phone calls, a couple more text messages, a couple more smiles, a couple more data boys. Get them, girl. Good job. Just encouragement, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about this is, Albright, we need to copy him. Because if you haven't noticed, he's throwing money at this thing. And the ROI is stupendous good. So we need to copy him by throwing money at it too. And like I said, I'm going to bring Astronaut. I'm teeing it up good for you, girl. Let's see, what's else? Okay, next week, the travel schedule. And Albright's travel schedule. Next week, we got 4th of July coming up.
That's right.
So y'all know what's going to happen on the 4th of July. Some people are going to work through the 4th of July. Some people are going to take a little vacation and eat a hot dog on the 4th of July. Some people are going to pop a case of beer on the 4th of July. Y'all want to know what I'm going to be popping? I'm going to pop an annuity case. I'm going to pop a life case. See, this is the deal. You're going to be around your family and friends during the 4th of July, right? You might as well make sure that they're covered while they're waiting for the hot dog to come off the grill. Because you don't want to be the life insurance agent and your family got a GoFundMe going. Like, I wouldn't want that on my hands. So I done told my family, y'all don't buy nothing from me. I don't know what to tell you. If a GoFundMe come up, I'm not participating. Because this is something that we can avoid. Does that make sense? So make sure that your family members are taken care of. Not that you have to go there to sell them, but just say, hey, you want me to take a look at that policy for you? Make sure you're taken care of, okay? So some upcoming dates that's coming up here. Albright right now, the reason that he's not in the TWC right now is because he's out in Kansas. No, check that. Nebraska. He's headed to Nebraska, talking with the folk over there at Mutual of Omaha, explaining it to them, breaking it down to them, letting them know why it's time to invest in the Alliance. And they're telling us they want more business from us. So I know him and Clay, they're out there working some magic. Because anybody know when Albright shows up, something getting ready to happen. That peanut butter is going to get open, whether we open the top or we bust the jar wide open, but we're going to get us some peanut butter. And then on tomorrow, June the 28th, he's going to be in Kansas City, Missouri, showing doing some training and showing the plan down there. Is that Linda Goebel's group? Yeah, Linda Goebel's group is on fire down there. And you know your business is on fire when Albright fill up the jet and come out there and see about you. You got it going on. Because that ain't 87 octane that runs that thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and July the 11th, the new office down in Lakeland, Florida, they're going to be having a grand opening on July the 11th. They're going to do a live TWC from 12:30 to 2. And then after that, they're going to do the grand opening. And I'm fired up about that office. If y'all been on band, Dustin, it looks like he is large and in charge, doing it up big. And I'm going to be down in Florida next week. I got to go see this guy named Mickey Mouse. Go check him out, see if he covered. And I'm going to swing by there. We got something that we can take care of him. I'm going to swing by the Lakeland office just to check it out. To see what's going on, hang out with my buddy Jose Cuevas down there, Andy Riddle. That is an agent, not tequila, y'all. Nick. That is his name, Jose Cuevas. See what he's going to be doing on the 4th. And then on July the 16th, Albright will be showing the plan in Raleigh, North Carolina. And from what Tia told me last week, Raleigh was cranking. It was crazy up in there. So we're fired up about that. Killed it. Last thing here, Sunday night. How many people got on that call Sunday night at 10 o'clock? We had over 500 people within 30 minutes notice get on the phone call. So we got some hungry agents up in this company. So we got this new product coming out. It's a new IUL product. I mean, like, it is crazy good. The living benefits are ridiculous. It's even going to have a guaranteed income option on it. That's going to be, oh my God, gosh, we're going to open this thing up. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, this thing is going to get crazy. So if you don't know about that product, start talking to your manager. They can give you some information. To be sure, there are going to be some other videos coming out that's going to explain it so low that even a caveman like me can understand it. Right. But definitely get prepared for that. The contracting is not open quite yet to everybody, but it is coming. So I think we got all the announcements out the way. That's right. So now, like I said earlier, we got to make sure that we're copying Albright, because Albright is not only throwing money, he's throwing his time, energy, and effort behind the Alliance. I mean, he is like, I've never seen him as intense and focused as I've seen him right now. And I can stand here flat-footed and say that we're well on our way to 10,000 apps a week and becoming that billion-dollar company. The question is, how much of that billion is you going to get? I'm going to try to get mine. Paul Roberts says it like this: you better get yours, because I'm going to get mine. I like that. So you're going to need to throw some money at this thing. And one of the best returns on investments that I've seen in the Alliance, one of the best, not the best, but one of the best, is investing in leads. And we got the queen of the lead department. Let me check that, one of the queens, because we got Cadence up there. Cadence and Ashlyn, and then we got Evan, and Clay leads the lead team, but he's, like I said, traveling with Andy on today. But Ashlyn is up in here, and Ashlyn is one of those people that out there in TV land, Andy says it this way: you better make a friend before you need a friend. Right. And I'm going to tell you somebody that you need to befriend, and that's Ashlyn, because Ashlyn is about to open up a can on y'all and show y'all where the leads are and how you can make this thing do what it do. So she is definitely growing in her leadership capacity. Like, she is just killing this thing, and my agents love talking to her. I've never heard an agent tell me that they called her, and when they got off the phone, they was unclear on what they needed to do. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce to some and present to others my buddy, Miss Ashlyn.
Thank you, Terry. Hey, y'all. My name is Ashlyn Davis. I was born and raised here in Burlington, North Carolina, about 15 to 20 minutes up the road. I started with the Alliance a little over 2.5 years ago, where I started in the ABTF, and I got the wonderful opportunity to move over to the lead performance team. And I've been here ever since. I have grown so much with just being at the Alliance, getting out of my comfort zone, public speaking. I was in a job before this that I hated. I sat at a little desk all day and hardly got to talk to anybody. And if y'all know me, y'all know I love to talk.
So enough.
That ain't a lie. So y'all can only imagine how I felt sitting at this desk. Just staring, wishing somebody would come talk to me. So y'all know how crazy Andy is. He loves some contests. Obviously, we're getting ready to end one and start a new one. Well, I think he has a contest with our telemarketing department, because we have had our biggest week yet with TV leads. We created over 100 TV leads on Saturday, and last night we created over 383 TV call-in leads. Yes, in one night. That's crazy. Never have we ever done that before. Those TV leads, if you haven't gotten them, call me, call Lead Performance Team so we can help you access them. We have had tremendous success with them. They're awesome. We've had so much good success that almost everybody tells us they have a 100% closing ratio. Wow. And I personally, as long as I've been here with the Alliance, I have never had anybody, or not anybody, but multiple people say, every single one I call, they answer. It's clear as to what I'm coming over for. They're ready when I get there with their checkbook open, and it's pretty much done as soon as I walk in the door. So they're gold. Yep. So I'm pretty excited about those. I love all the leads, but them TV leads, they really get me. Yep. So I do have a couple maps to show you guys. Billy, if you can pull up my first one. Sure. Oh, no, you can go back. It doesn't matter. Yes, Georgia. Y'all, Georgia has 584 A0 leads. Whoa. That's crazy, ain't it? Yeah. 106 of those are the TV leads. Wow. This is the entire map of Georgia. I mean, look at all of these dark green areas where we have tons and tons of leads at. A-leads just sitting there. We do have PM 1000 counties in Georgia. Look, y'all Georgia folks, I don't know what y'all waiting for.
Tell them about it. What is it?
We be having these counties on here. Ain't nobody done anything. Somebody in this crowd gonna do one before y'all do. Look, we got Brantley County, we got Meriwether County, and Muskogee County have the top A-leads in inventory, and these are the top 3 counties in Georgia that are on the PM 1000 list.
Wow.
I also have Texas. Yeah. Oh. All right, I think we got cut off there. Texas has 844 A0 leads. Y'all know how many agents we got up in Texas? And we still got that many A-leads. With those A-leads, 92 of those are the TV leads. We have GMRs in Texas all over the place, but we obviously don't have enough people there to help. So y'all need to be hiring in these areas, getting y'all's people moving in these areas, because we got 3 counties on the Power Move list this week. And Dallas, shout out to Jeremy Patton. He did a PM 1000 in Dallas last week, and there's still enough leads in Dallas for it to be on the PM 1000 list again this week. Yeah, it's crazy. So we got Dallas, Nueces County, and Tarrant County. And like I said, 99 of those are just TV leads alone. That's crazy. We also have Louisiana. Perfect. Louisiana has 468 A0 leads. We got folks out in Louisiana, but we shall need more. 92 of those A leads are TV final expense leads. Look at all these dark green areas here too. We've got 4 different counties on the PM 1000 list this week. We've got Jefferson, Lafayette, Orleans, and St. Bernard. And they're actually parishes, not counties. So, y'all people in Louisiana, I done been to y'all's hot spot. It was fun. But I want to go again. And I can't go unless y'all hire some more people out there. Look at all these leads sitting here. We need power moves, we need GMRs, we need new hires, we need instant purchases. The map is crazy. You can look for these TV leads by searching on the instant purchase map for final expense call-in. And we also have a new drop-down filter for TV final expense leads. So both of those will pull up all of the TV leads that we have in inventory for A0 leads. So definitely go check out the map or get in touch with somebody in LPT so we can definitely help you access them, kind of find, small pockets and patches of where they're at.
That's right.
So, with this contest coming to an end, this is the last week. We have people who have been getting serious within the last 4 weeks. We got people like Paul Roberts, we got people like Michelle Alleman, Andy Riddle, Mike Lee. We got people like Marcus Richardson. Shout out to Marcus Richardson for having his best week yet. Yep. We got people like that have been increasing their GMRs within the last 4 weeks because they are crazy. They are getting into these contests. They want to go out and help more families. They want to be on that top 10. Marcus Richardson, I think you might be on that top 10 with the week that you had this week. I think y'all all can get on that top 10 list. Well, it's about to end, so you better get your butts working now, right now. And if you ain't on this one, you better be on the list for next contest, okay? So, with that being said, how many of y'all have heard of a Power Move 1000?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Crazy people do Power Move 1000s. You want to know why? Because they ain't afraid to spend some money. So Power Move 1000, what it is you will go on the instant purchase map and we'll do $1,000 worth of leads. In one county, we do have a top 100 counties list that we update every Tuesday. So we'll go pick one county off that list and we'll go in and do $1,000 worth of leads in that one county.
That's right.
Y'all, here's the best part. you don't pay anything on that $1,000 for 30 days. And then even after that 30, right? Yep. At least not by the credit card companies. I mean, we got check billing. We do have to check billing, at least for leads, not your personal billing. You're safe on that part. So we'll go and do the $1,000 instant purchase. You don't pay anything on that $1,000 for 30 days, and then even after that 30 days, that $1,000 is then spread out over a 12-week payment plan, which essentially is about not 20, but anywhere between $70 and $80 a week for $1,000 worth of leads. It's crazy, ain't it? Here's the cool part. If you go out and kill it on that first week of you getting those $1,000 worth of leads, which most people do, you can pay off that power move sooner. If you go out and kill it that first week, you can pay that power move off that week and turn around and do another one the next week. It's that crazy. That's why I said only crazy people do it, because they ain't scared to spend money, they ain't scared to travel, and they ain't scared to W-O-R-K. Look, Terry Edwards, I'm going to get him up here to explain it in a second. So we do have a couple rules for the power move. You do have to have a GMR for 4 weeks in place. You cannot delete that GMR or change that GMR. We'll have to get your manager's approval, obviously, because we want to make sure that it's a smart decision on your end as well as ours. And then we obviously do have to get billing's approval as well. But a couple months ago, Andy made changes to this PM1000, which I personally love. If you did not know, if you are a key leader and above, you can do up to 5 power moves. That's $5,000 at one time. Yes, it's crazy. We have key leaders and above out here going and doing big power moves for agents on their team, for investing in their business, investing in their new hires, investing in the people that have been with them, for months or weeks or years. They're going out here and doing that. So if you're a key leader and above and did not know that, now you do. And it is freaking awesome. So I'll bring Terry up here. Terry has done 4 power moves. Tell him a little bit about your power move and the success that you've had.
That's right. So y'all give it up for Ashland. I'm telling you, that girl know how to teach you how to make some money now. So yeah, I've done 4 power moves since Andy came out with this program. But again, what Andy is doing is he's tricking us to learn how to invest and taking some of that initial risk off the table so that you could just go out there and create some massive income on a fairly quick basis. And then once you do it one time, you know you can do it again. And if you do it 2 times,
you can do it a third.
And if you can do it 3 times,
you can do it a 4th.
That's right. So I done did it 4 times and never have lost money on a power move. And then the other crazy part about it, this is the way that I think about it. Most of the time when I do a power move, it's out of town.
Got to get out of your comfort zone.
And then check this out. You might as well hire somebody, because then you got leads that you can just leave behind that you didn't close while you was out there.
That's called investing in you and your business.
That's right. So these power moves are crazy. And again, the other part that I love about this program and our company is this right here. We extend trust immediately. Like a lot of people be like, you got to earn my trust. Like you ain't good enough when you walk through the door. But here we extend trust day one. We trust people until they give us reason not to, and then we'll trust them again. That's right, because this is the thing right here. I was talking to Andy one day, and I was pretty fired up about this situation. And I was like, I think we should do this, this, and this. And he was like, Terry, I guess you ain't gonna let as many people in heaven as the other folks do. That hit me like a ton of bricks, because a lot of times when we feel like we get burned or somebody did us wrong, we initially want to cut off and stop trusting them. But they just had a slip up. They made the best decision with what they had at that time. So now we got to just try to build them back up and try to get them back going again. So the thing I love about this power move is this right here. There ain't nobody checking your credit, but if you've been doing right by other people here, they're going to go ahead and give you $1,000 worth of leads and say, run on, see what the end going to be. Come back next week, you pay that thing off and do it over again, man. Like, who else does that?
That's why I said crazy people do it. If you're crazy, you'll do a power move.
You're almost crazy if you don't do it.
Well, you're even crazier if you don't.
Because the numbers is this right here. You spend $1,000 in leads. I don't even like to say spend. You invest $1,000 in leads. You're going to write generally about $10,000 in premium. Even at the lowest contract, you make 5, subtract off 1, you get $4,000 to the good. On Andy's money, and you could just turn around and pay it off interest free.
Yep.
That's better than 90 days, same as cash. Get fired up about that. And then the other thing, why else do you need to call them is because we're ending up the 212 contest. But in July, we got another one coming out. That's right. So it's called
we
the
got a lot
Slam.
of new rookies too, so I better be seeing a lot of y'all's names on that
Billy,
list.
Can you pull up the Summer Slam? So if you issue paid your first piece of business ever with the Alliance after January 1, 2017, you're going to be considered a rookie. The other of us, we veterans, okay? So what's going to happen is this right here. It's going to be the same format as the 212 contest, where you're going to have a recruiting contest and a production contest. But it's going to be crazy to see, because so many people are doing both of them. Selling and recruiting. That's the one thing we do, right? We sell, recruit, and rebuild. So it's going to be to the top 33, okay, for the veterans. First place on the recruiting side is going to get $5,000 cash. What is a recruit? A recruit is, easy. You hire one and get them to issue pay their first piece of business. Can it be a piece of business on that self? For sure. It should be the first, because you want to be compliant with the 8 steps. First step is personal use, right? How you gonna sell it and you ain't even bought it from yourself? So you hire somebody and get them to issue pay their first piece of business. That constitutes a recruit. Okay. So whoever have the most of these get $5,000. Second place is going to get $2,500. Third place, $1,000. Fourth place, $500. Fifth place, $450. Sixth place, $400. Seventh, $350. Eighth, $300. Ninth place, $200. 10th place, $150. And then 11 through 20, $100. And then 21 through 33, $50. So that's another $12,500 right there for the veteran recruiting contest. And then on the production side, the rookie side, how many rookies we got in the house? That's right. So that's going to be interesting to see, because in the 212 contest, in the top 33, it's a lot of rookies. Like Peter out in Vegas or Colorado. Yeah, I know he out west. Peter is killing it. We don't know where he's going to end up at, but he had 6 issue paid new legs last month, and he's only been here since May. So Mia, I think Mia could be in the mix. I don't know. I think Alexis, Stephanie, Who else? Where my other rookies at that's in the building? Jerusha, Debbie, y'all better get your some. So it's the same format, okay? But this is the crazy part about it is the rookies. Let's say the number 1 rookie has 10 new recruits. And then on the veteran side, the top veteran had 8 recruits. Not only is that person going to win the $5,000 in the rookie contest, they're going to slam the veteran and get that $5,000 too. That's $10,000. Oh my goodness. It's going to be on and popping. Oops. And then there's a SummerSlam bonus. So if you come in first place on both sides, you're going to get an additional $5,000. So you got 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. That's 15,000 right there. If you in the top 3 and the top 10, on like you top 3 on one side, top 10 on the other side, you can get a $2,000 bonus. And if you're in the top 10 on both sides, he's going to just pop another $1,000 up in there. Cash, money. So that's going to be crazy. Like, who does this? The Alliance does this. And not to mention, we still going to Paris and Switzerland.
That's right, that's right.
Ashley, give them the how they book themselves with y'all.
So, you have a link that you can go to that opens you up to our specific calendars where you can book a time to speak with us. And that time period is booked for you and you only. We're not answering the phones for other people that are calling us at that time. Our focus is on you and you only and helping you. Y'all, LPT is so crazy busy on focusing on you guys and helping you guys pick the good areas for you to run, show you where the leads are, help you invest in your business, help you grow your business, that we're actually hiring a couple more people for LPT.
Wow.
So we're so busy that typically one of the easiest ways to get in touch with us is to book an appointment. So Billy, I think I gave you the link for that. The link to book an appointment with us is lpt.simplybook.me. If it helps you, tattoo it on your arm so you can see it every day. It helps some people. Yes, LPT dot, you forgot the dot, simplybook.me. So again, this opens you up to our calendars and lets you go on and choose what you want the appointment for, whether it's learning more about leads, if it's for a power move, if it's to, you know, set up a GMR, whatever. Whatever you want to book the appointment for, you can go on there and choose. And like I said, it opens you up to our calendars, which I think is awesome. I'm always crazy busy on the phone. It is hard for me to even slip in a phone call between appointments. So really, the booking site is one of the biggest and easiest ways to get in touch with us. So we have the best team I personally think that we've ever had in leads. It's myself. We have Clay Murtis. We have Cadence, who has been with us for probably about 4 or 5 months now. And then we have Evan. So it's getting crazy. They learning fast. They helping y'all fast. And that's what we're here. We're here to dedicate our time to you to help you guys grow. So definitely book an appointment with us.
Good job. Y'all give it up, Ashley. Good job, girl. You did great. That's right. So make sure y'all get on their calendar. Now, this next little feisty one. Again, you need to make a friend before you need a friend. Chelsea Long is a friend that you need to have in your corner at all times because she can get people moving. You hear me? She can get them going. And her smile, look at her smile. Look at her, just as pretty. She just got married. She got to put a ring on it. That's right. But really, honestly, I've never seen her gone as much as she's gone now. Like, she's very rarely in the office. Where you at, though? So Chelsea is a part of the ABTF, the Agency Building Task Force. Andy is giving them the credit cards, the keys to the car. They got the party bus going places. They flying all. He's mobilizing across the United States of the Alliance. And Chelsea, so tell the people where you've been, where you're going, who you're working with, what you're seeing out there in the field. Just light us up. Tell us what we need to be doing. Tell us what the winners are doing.
That's right. Oh, thank you. So, like Terry said, my name is Chelsea Long. So for those of you who don't know me, I got started with the Alliance about 3.5 years ago. So prior to finding the Alliance, I was doing exactly what my mama had told me to do. So shout out, hey mama, I know you watching. So y'all, I can't mess up because my mama's watching. All right. So I told her I did exactly what she told me to do, right? So she's like, girl, you gotta go to school, you gotta graduate so you can go to college and do what?
Get a good job.
Get a good job. So I was like fired up because what I found out at a young age was I was really, really good at being a student. So good that like when I graduated high school, I was valedictorian in my class.
Smart.
So I went to college, went to UNC Wilmington on the coast of North Carolina, graduated cum laude with my master's degree. And because I was so good at being being a student, I was like, man, I'm going to get one of them really good jobs. So I went for more school, right? Naturally, that's what you got to do. So I went to UNC Greensboro, go Spartans, and got my master's degree in social work. So up to this point, I was like rocking it, right? And I was so fired up. When I graduated from college, I landed my dream job, living in my dream house. Yeah. Working at Victoria's Secret back at home with my mama.
Well, you got a good discount, though.
I did. Rent was real cheap. So honestly, like I had this pretty $40,000 degree, nicely framed, might I add, hanging up on my wall at home. And I was waking up every morning, going to work and telling women they needed one to wash, one to wear, one to spare, and a change of underwear. I was like, God, whatever door you open for me, I will run through it. I promise. So that's what I did. I found the Alliance of November 2014, and I have been in love with this company. I've never been exposed to so many people, so many leaders. This business has definitely changed my life personally, as well as within the business. So I am fired up that Andy has allowed me and my team to hit the road as much as we get to do. So also thank you, Andy and Jane Albright, for the opportunity for me to come and speak to these folks today. I know it's a huge opportunity and a huge honor for me, so thank you guys so much for letting me share today. So, well, that being said, Andy knows, you know, the Alliance is as crazy as I have ever seen it, right? Wow. So who in here knows how to start a wildfire?
Explain it.
Oh, let me tell you. All right, if you're going to try to start a wildfire, what you need to do is you need to start a little fire over here, and start a little fire over here, and start a little fire up in here, start a little fire over there, and guess what's going to happen? It's going to explode. So that's what we're doing. We are starting little wildfires all across the country, right? And the Alliance Force, our ABTF, we are deploying, right? We are going here, going there. We are seeing crazy growth happening, and we taking all them gas tanks with us, y'all. We loading them up, checking those bags, the airplanes, TSA, they think we're crazy. Just nothing. But we're pouring that gas on those fires out there. It's getting insane. And I did want to touch on a few things that are happening out there. So y'all heard this Summer Slam contest. You know, we're wrapping up the 212. There are some veterans that are kicking butt out there. Can I say butt on TWC? I just said it twice, so we done did it. What you gonna do? Sorry, Mom. So I want to mention Danny Johnson. Let me tell you, Andy Albright has known this man. They got started back, or they found each other back in Andy's Amway days. Andy Albright has been calling Danny Johnson for 13 years. Telling him, hey, Bo, we need some help. Can you come help us? Hey, Bo, we need some help. Can you come help us? For 13 years, he did not give up on Danny, and thank God he didn't. Because let me tell you, Danny has just transitioned to a full-time with us, and this year, last month, Danny's group has grown over 210%.
Whoa.
Over their monthly averages from last year. So you know what that means. It ain't just Danny. Because let me tell you, he is doing what Terry said, finding one more. He is going out there and he is growing leaders out there. There's an incredible team out in Oklahoma City. James Johnson, Christy out there that are getting started, vamping up them hot spots out there. They're getting crazy excited. I think it's 3 new licensed folks that are hitting the field this week out in Oklahoma City, right? So Danny is not just, you know, getting the information, he is flowing it, right?
He being a river.
He being a river.
That's right.
Oh, Linda Goebel. You said Andy can see when something's happening, all right? She is finding some sharp, crazy people, awesome, getting started up in her group out in Kansas City, and Andy noticed. So he's like, fuel up the jet, we got to go. We got to go. And Billy, can you pull up the CFG contest again really quick? So just to talk about Linda's group really quick, her group had an incredible week last week. They submitted 31 apps over their 6-week average of 12. More than double, right? She got resources. She's talking to the leads team, right? They're investing and they are running the CFG contest. So Linda has a new lady that's getting started. Her name is Tiffany Bibler. She up here, brand new, Scroll down some. I think right here, number 21. Brand new, hasn't even been with us for a couple months, and she's out here almost $3 away from 10,000. $3. CFG contest. Come on, Tiff. $3 more, 6 more apps. You got this. Like, it's crazy. Like, I've never seen this. Like, because I know, like, when I first started and I see these names on the board, I'm like, oh, well, those people, they've been here. They know what they're doing. It's going to take me a minute. I need to get my feet wet with this thing. And then I look at these boards and, Lord, these people, they just jumping on and taking off. I said, I need to know what they know. And then so, all right. Y'all know Preston and his team. They are down there crunching numbers, working overtime. They're going to make sure every single premium point counts towards this 2012 contest. So I know we don't have this week's numbers, but I know we got last week's numbers for the producers. So, y'all, it's going to be insane. It is so close. I mean, anything can happen in these last, how many days we got left? A few days left, y'all. Kick butt. It ain't over yet till the fat lady sings. All right.
You better hush it.
And let me tell y'all, with this July contest, this Summer Slam, y'all veterans, y'all better sleep with one eye open. I don't even know if I'd fall asleep. Because let me tell you, there's some rookies out there that you better watch out for, right? I know Mia, she going to be taking up. Y'all going to be seeing her name come up there, so y'all better keep your pocketbooks tight because she about to slam some money from y'all. I'm just saying. I am just saying. So these are last week's numbers, but if you could scroll down, or I might, to the next page. I want to talk about Jessica Phillips right here. Number 24 in the country. Wow. All right. She got started with us. March 3rd was her full-time date. That's when she said, I am ready to go. Quit her job, went full-time. So, brand new with us, $49,421. Number 24 in the company.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jessica is incredibly focused, incredibly determined. And let me tell y'all, I know if you're looking at her, you're like, oh, she must have everything together. Her husband must be awesome, give her foot rubs at night. Her baby must sleep through the night, ain't whine or fuss a bit. She must have the best in-laws ever. Life must be perfect for Jessica. That's how she's allowed to go out there and help so many families like she does. And I mean, you can think that, but let me tell y'all, she got some stuff going on.
Yes, you do.
But what I love about Jessica Phillips is she wakes up every morning and she fights. Life happens. Life happens to her. Life will happen to you. But what she decides to do is she wakes up and she fights. She goes after it. She is consistent in the actions that she has taken, and that's why she's up here on this board. Because she don't let stuff get in the way and stop her. She knows what her vision is. She knows where her future is, and she is headed towards it rapidly, let me tell you. So I'm just saying, veterans, watch out. You're going to know that name. You're going to know that name. And then definitely, so that's on the producer side. If we could pop over to the recruiting numbers really quick. Like Terry was talking about, Peter Orozco out in Colorado. When I was talking about my teams being deployed, Matt Poga's out there right now, right? He put some gas on that plane, y'all. He is pouring it on out there. Peter is incredible. Let's see, where's he at? He's number 17 right here, y'all. 6 new issue paid legs. He hasn't even been here, so the contest started in April started April 1st. He didn't get started until May. Y'all, he's a month behind on this contest and already number 17. He's somebody that ain't afraid, y'all. He already has a key leader structure. So let me tell y'all something. He's not going to miss any bonus points when it comes to Paris because he's going to hit every promotion, and every promotion he hits, he's going to get 10,000 bonus points. Yep. So we're going to see you at the Eiffel Tower, Peter. Just saying. God, that is insane. Crazy growth. And And then Stephen Thompson down here, one below him. Come on, Steve, one more. You get one more. You got this. But that's what I'm really excited about, because Andy takes notice when things are growing. And Stephen Thompson has a growing group. The Duluth meeting that he helped kick off, it started in March. Last night, attendance was 36 people. Like, it is insane the growth that they are taking. And when you go in there, what's awesome is there's love and there is encouragement, and it's a family when you walk through those doors at the Duluth meeting. And that's why they're able to grow so fast, because I mean, Andy says it all the time. The people with the biggest businesses are the biggest what? Promoters. He ain't afraid to do some promoting, let me tell you. He be getting them in and getting them going, getting them in, getting them going, getting them in, get them plugged in, right? Get them started, get them plugged in. That's what he is really good at. And it don't surprise me, because let me tell you, his upline, the guy that helped him get started in the business, Mike Lee, their group already has 39 people signed up for a family reunion. Wow. So Mike Lee, this is for you. You need one more, Mike. Find one more person. Make it even 40. Might as well. And let me tell you, tickets are almost sold out. So if you're going to get your ticket, you need to get it now, because we are really close to shutting it down. And the Burlington Fire Department ain't going to be happy with us, the amount of people we're trying to pack up in here, let me tell you. We're getting real close to that number. But seriously, they are promoting. They're getting crazy. So there was 102 people when Andy Albright was there last week. Insane. So I'm super excited about these groups, guys, and that's what we're doing. Like ABTF, we are out there hitting the road, helping people grow their businesses, because when you go, that's when you grow. You've got to get out of your comfort zone. And another thing that all of these people have in common is they're not doing this business just for themselves. They're out there trying to help other people. Because I don't know about y'all, but the other day, this morning, I had it in my schedule to work out, you see. But then that alarm clock went off, and I was like, shoot, I need at least a few more minutes. I'm going to be on the TWC today, and I don't want to be tired. And so I was like, I'll have another cup of coffee, and so I hit snooze. And that's the thing, is I didn't have anybody over here dependent on me. So it was up to me whether I got to make that decision to go or not. When you've got other people dependent on you, you will fight harder. You will get outside of your selfishness, and you will go to help other people. And let me tell y'all, guys, it is growing everywhere. Now is the time to find people to come on board, come join us, get crazy, get excited. And if there is one person in this company that is incredible at copying Andy, getting people excited, helping meetings grow, traveling, building their business, building leaders, it is my buddy Terry. And let me tell you, I'm about to turn it back over to you, Terry, but Terry and Tia have been such truly inspirations in my life. Like, their dedication, their passion, the way they just go and they just follow the system, copy Andy, their love for Andy, the gratitude, the compassion that they have. I could keep going. You can pay me later. I love them. So that's basically what I got for y'all. It is time. Like, I mean, seriously, it is growing now. The time to jump on is now, and if you ain't ready, I mean, you're going to be left behind. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Come with us. We're ready. So I'm going to turn it back over to Terry.
Thank you, girl. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. You got anything else good to say about me? Don't act like y'all don't like hearing people say good things about y'all. Woo! I heard that, Tia. Tia said, "Where's Jeff Bright?" He's busy with his wife. So, wow. Like, I am overwhelmed. Like, just really excited, man, about if you can't get excited when you see other people overcoming and winning, like, I don't know what to tell you. That's what gets me going. It's like to see other people win, because guess what? Just like Chelsea talked about Jessica, when I met her down in Wilmington, me and Tia had took the kids down there spring break, and I was working in Kat's office a couple of days, and I met Jessica. Jessica come up in there, had her baby in one arm, leads in the other arm. She's sitting up in the back of the boot camp. She feeding the baby, trying to take notes. If she can do it, I can do it too. And then you see like Ivan and Stephanie Wilson. Like, you'll get to know their story, but like Ivan has been on dialysis for 18 years. And he's on that machine, and you can hear the beeping in the background, but he got enough fight in him to make one more phone call. Come on here, like that right there gets me going. Because there's a lot of people that when they get in situations, they roll up in fetal positions, they give up. They pee on themselves. They do, like, I'm telling you, like, but with this team, with this family, I don't care what comes my way. I can handle it with this family because I'm a part of a powerful and loving organization, and I love it, y'all. And I think Andy has gotten this thing figured out. I think he's gotten it figured out to a point now where how we can get people to stick and stay. Yeah. How is it that somebody that's been here less than 3 months are in the top 20 of the company? You know, when I first got started with the Alliance 3 years ago, he told me and Tia, he said, y'all can be bigger than Diane Lampy. And I was like, the Diane Lampy? Like, I didn't believe it. Like, I'm like, she been doing this thing 10 years. It ain't no way. He was like, yes, you can. And that's what you get from this company. It's people that can tell you, Shaquan, yes, you can. It don't matter what side of the railroad tracks you were born on, who your mama, who your daddy is, how old you are. Now, I know we got Alliance Ada, but I don't care nothing about Alliance Ada. I'm Alliance Terry. I'm Alliance Terry. Because we know what we want, but guess what? We got winners of all shapes, all sizes, all ages. I love this company. Where else are you going to go? You come to Family Reunion. I'm going to tell you that right now. The first event that I came to was the leadership. It was in July 2015. And Oprah Winfrey said that she had aha moments. I had aha moments. I saw people going across the stage. They were making $250,000, $500,000, and then Andy would ask them a question, and they'll just be like, I said, yeah, I don't know, like, I just went out there and did it, you know what I'm saying? They told me to get wilder than a fat baby bottoms, you know, put the plow to the road, and that's kind of what I did. I was just like, if he can do that, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it ain't nothing really special about these people that's winning here other than their due. Yeah. That's what makes people special, is when stuff comes up, because it's three things that we know for sure. Either you going into something, you in the middle of something, or you coming out of something. But either way, something's going on. And it don't matter what's going on, I'm gonna still push that button on that cell phone. I was so mad this morning, my phone jacked up. I can't do it. Like, this is a time, it's become a ritual now that I know when I'm supposed to be punching, and if I'm not punching, it ain't right. So, hot spots. Oh my gosh, these hot spots are getting crazy all across the country. Like Steve Thompson, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of that dude. And the crazy part about it is, like, how him and I have created a relationship over blazers. Like, both of us like funky blazers, right? So when he take a picture on band, I'll be like, yeah, I got to get that one, dog. And he'll send me a text back and forth. But then he'll send people to Greensboro and send a picture of them. And I'll take a picture, send them back. Hey, they was here. And vice versa. I got girls going down there to see him, and he's inviting them to their, like, when you serve and you help others, it's called the law of reciprocity. The more you serve, the more you're going to reap. But we can't be selfish with these things. So these hot spots, one lady said it like this right here. She said, you know what? I think it was on your team too. Come into these meetings. it's almost better than going to church on Sunday mornings. Now, I ain't comparing and saying that the church ain't doing what they supposed to do, but you realize not everybody's stepping those 4 walls. And we've created a vehicle where they can come on a weekly basis and get their soul refilled, their dreams reinvigorated, their hopes, they see other people overcoming, and then they can get re-energized and go back out and do it another 6 days. And then come back. One guy told me like this, he was like, man, I said to myself, I won't coming back to a meeting until I write a piece of business. I was like, well, most people that don't write don't come to the meetings. So you need to be here. It's almost like a bath. The one that you took on Monday, that one is gone. Like you got to do it again today. You know what I'm saying? That don't wear off. You got to hit that thing again. But how are we doing it all across the country? It just ain't Steve Thompson's group. You can go down there to Texas, and Paul Roberts and Jacob and Kelly, they spreading out all over. They taking over Texas. It's just like, oh my God, just like a tent revival popping up all over the place. But the common denominator is it's a family. When you walk through the door of that hotspot coordinators, listen to me. We want to make sure that we create an environment that when people walk through those doors, I don't care if it's in a hotel or Starbucks or grocery store, in your house, that they feel something is different about this place. That these people are strange, but I like it. Strange in that, you know what, we got more people copying the Millionaire Maker Manual. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you flip over the page number 168 and 169 up in there, I'm going to be able to tow my book up. Yeah. I done put some duct tape on that thing. But they're copying what's going on in what Andy Albright has already put into place. It's like people are showing up early and not late. Right. You know what I'm saying? The leaders, they're getting there early, making sure that the room is temperature set right, the chairs are set up properly. We ain't got too many chairs down. We got some extras in the back. The water is nice and chilled. The sign-in table is set up. Because the more that you put into making that hot spot great, it shows the people that's coming how important that place is to you. Now, if you're showing up at 10 minutes to 7, how important is it to you? And then they are dressing for success. They come up in the meeting, like Andy said, told the top 33 the other day, said you need to come up in the meeting looking rich. Looking rich means you put some effort into what you got on. You thought about it. You done matched it up. You're putting on your Sunday clothes on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? But what you gonna wear on Sunday? Wear the Sunday clothes again on Tuesday. But take some time. Look at what Albright is wearing when he's showing the plan. Albright ain't just got on a suit. Most of the time he got on a vest, some nice cufflinks, got a little handkerchief over here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to have the functional buttons. That cost a little more. Those are the buttons that actually work on the jacket. Those are mostly custom-made buttons. Mine don't work most of the time. But I put on the best that I got. Does that make sense? If you ain't got it, you can get it. That's right. A lot of people confuse dressing for success with being expensive. You can go down there to the Walmart and get you a nice pair of black jeans and a white shirt and a nice necktie and fall up in there, and then you do a power move, and then you go to Joseph A. Bank and get you a nice one. Huh? And then you do 4 power moves and you're going to go get you some nicer shoes. They're nice. They're nice. Jane Albright said it like this right here. Skirts are like paragraphs. They have to be long enough to cover the material, but short enough to keep people interested. That's my girl right there, boy. I love Jane. So what we're doing is we ain't going to the club, y'all. Ladies, we need to make sure that, we're dressed appropriately, not showing too much, but, keeping it interesting, Guess what? They leaving problems at the door. The hot spot is not a place for you to come and bring the drama. You leave the drama at the house, and then you come to build yourself because when you build yourself and you go back home, you can handle the drama. Does that make sense? But don't bring it to the hot spot. And so what we do in Greensboro is we got the music playing because some people still try to bring it. So I cut the music up a little louder so we can't hear it. Oh my God, we got time for that. You know, the hot spots that are growing, they're enthusiastic. If you want people to watch you burn, set yourself on fire. And they're going to come. I'm telling you, they're coming. You know, in Greensboro, we said this right here. We're going to be the first meeting that get to 100 people consistently. Because we're going to love on people, and we're going to invite them back. And we're going to add value to their lives. The hot spots that are growing, people are there, they're going there because they're getting the value added to their life. It's not just about a Mutual of Omaha Term Life Express or a Forrester's Family Benefits and all that stuff. It's about building people. So that's what I love about our hot spots. Now, we always want to make sure that we make a good impression, right? So how do you make a good impression? Somebody say how. I'm glad you asked. The first thing you want to do is you always want to make sure that, one, that you are sincere. That you are sincerely happy to have people come into your meeting. It don't matter who team they are. I take it as a personal responsibility that when people come into contact with me, that they leave feeling better than when they first met me. Does that make sense? It don't matter who team they are on. We are authorized and deputized to help everybody. That's what makes us different. Because in them other pyramids and stuff I was in, if people didn't make money on you, they didn't have nothing for you. But here it's totally different because when I first got started, I'll never forget going to the meeting down in Atlanta at College Park. You had Eric McGriff, Crime Dog, what's up? And then you had Glenn Lamb, Big Country. You had Brian Marshall, the coach, you know, tapping on the board and stuff like that. But those guys, the first meeting I went to, they made me feel like I was a part of the family day one. They took me under their wing. I was like, Terry, this is how you do this. Oh, you fill out the wrong application. This is how you do that. And then Glenn Lamb just inspired me because every week he was at the back of the line for having the most production. And I'm like, if that country fool used to drive a potato chip truck, started doing this on the side, working on Saturdays, made more money on Saturdays than what he was making driving the chip truck, and then didn't have to worry about all them chip paper cuts and all that stuff. I was like, I can do this. That hot spot was the first place that really made me know that I can do it. Then I was introduced to the broader family when I came to the, so if you want to build your belief level, you do this. Buy a ticket to the family reunion. We ain't got but a few left. You better get up there today. AllianceFamilyReunion.com. Get up there today. Get you a $99 ticket. That's all that's available. Meal ticket, they gone. But from what they tell me is they're going to have food trucks. Come through. I'm going to go out there and check them food trucks out. But get you a ticket because you'll come and you're going to experience something like you never experienced before, I promise you. And if you come and you don't feel like you got your $99 worth, I'll give you money back. But I ain't got to worry about that. Y'all know Les Brown going to be at the family reunion. Oh my gosh, Mamie's boy. Mamie's boy is going to be at the... See, Les Brown, see, Andy, this is crazy to me. Andy could have booked Les Brown, put him at a separate event like on Thursday as a special event and sold a whole nother ticket and could have charged way more than $100 to get in the building. Like people pay $5,000, $6,000 to hear Les Brown speak, but he threw that in as icing on the cake. See, Les Brown gonna be here. Who else gonna be here? Paul Roberts gonna be here. Mike and Noel Levitovich, Doc Rock, Jeff Bright, that Bob Grant and Jim Henson gonna be up in here. Then you're gonna have Mike and Noel Levitovich. I know you can't spell it, but they gonna be here. Jason and Tony Carey flying in from the West Coast. They gonna be front row fanatics. Jason and Olga, the whole Florida, Gustavo Galapalante, he's gonna be here. All the money, Cal Cater is gonna be here. The question is, you gonna be here? I'm gonna be here. So to make a good impression, you want to be sincere. And don't oversell You know what I'm saying? See, we got two groups of people that show the plan. The first group of people that show the plan, they make it sound so good, like it's so good, it ain't no trouble, it's so easy, you know. And then you got another group that show it, you're like, gosh, is it over yet? Oh my gosh, really? Can we get somewhere in the middle? You know, yeah, it's hard work, but is it worth it? Oh my gosh, who gets to win $250,000 in cash? Who gets to go on all expense paid vacations across the world and get to do it not only but get to do it with like your friends? Show enthusiasm. Don't nobody want to go to a dry party. Don't nobody want to, when the music is bumping, we don't want you on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Hey! The other thing about it is this, right? Enthusiasm is contagious. Negativity is contagious. We're going to need the negativity out the door. It's all positive, all enthusiastic up in here. And then don't be over anxious or like thirsty. You see, yeah, thirsty. So what I mean by that is, like, don't, like, put yourself to a point where you got to beg and prod people and stuff like that. Get wide. Hire a lot of people, so then you got options. See, if you only got 5 to work with, you're going to wear them 5 out. But if you got 50 wide, you got choices to look around. You ain't got to wear this person today. You can call them in 2 weeks, you know. Have options. And when you're over anxious, people tend to question your motives. Are you wanting me on your team to help me, or are you just trying to make some money off of me? You know, that's really what people are thinking when you're talking to them. So how do we overcome that? We overcome that by what Albright does, is invest in people. When we first meet them, we give them an 8 Steps to Success book. We give them a new agent guide. We give them $1 million. We give them about $150 worth of stuff before they ever do anything. That's what we do. So now they know that we looking out for them. And if you are overzealous, like what you want to do is, Albright said this way, you want to be like a duck swimming across the pond. On the top, look very smooth, but if you look up under that water, them little feet, they scratching the claw. That's how we want, in public, we want to look like we make it look easy. But deep down inside, we drawing out our group every night. We trying to figure out, we calling, asking, hey, where can I get some more leads at? You know what I'm saying? Where the patch ain't nobody working. You know, we're trying to figure this thing out day by day. The fourth thing we want to do to make a good impression is don't try to build yourself up by tearing somebody else down. We don't do that around here. We stand on our own merit. We ain't got to down talk no other company because we are number one. That's right. Everybody else is trying to carbon copy us. Yeah. We stand on our own merits. What do the carriers say about us? They love us. They're going to be down here at the family reunion. You got to make a friend before you need a friend. They're going to be here, y'all. Licensed coach going to be here. Foresters, National Western, all the big boys going to be here. So make sure you are here. But we ain't got to down talk nobody else. We ain't got to down talk especially our cousins, our brothers, and our sisters that's in the battle. If we aren't edifying one another, my grandma used to say it this way, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. And then, like I said, we don't want to knock anybody and try to put other people down. The other way that we're getting people to stick, that Albright is getting people to stick, is we just keeping things very simple, very low, so low that a caveman can do it. It reminds me of a story. Y'all want to hear it? Yeah. Here it go. So the preacher had finished preaching a sermon, right? So he was standing at the back of the church shaking hands, and one of the guys that came through the line said, "Hey, Pastor, you smarter than Albert Einstein." So the pastor, he didn't really know how to take that. You know, he didn't know if it was a compliment or if he had did something wrong. It worried him for about a week. He couldn't halfway sleep. So the next week, he came back to church again and preached another sermon. The guy came back through the line, and the pastor said, "Well, look, sir, last week I really didn't understand what you meant by I was smarter than Einstein." The guy said, "Well, Albert Einstein wrote something in his days that only 10 people could understand it at that time. What you preached last week, didn't nobody understand what you said." Have you ever talked to somebody for about 10, 15 minutes, and then at the end, you like, what in the world did they just say? See, we want to keep it simple because this is the thing. The measure of a great teacher isn't what he or she knows, but it's what the student knows. See, we got to keep this thing simple. Even for us veterans that's been around for a time, we got to remember what it was like our first event, so that we make sure that we prepare our new people for coming here so that they're not overwhelmed. We know it's going to be a little cold in there. Alexis, I know you're going to need to wrap up.
That's right.
Sometimes these nights get a little long. You talking about night owl and then a hoot owl. And if you like me, they feed you about at 6. By 10, you want something else to eat. You better have your pack of naps in your bag. You know, get you some peanuts, get you some protein. Stuff a chicken breast in your pocketbook. Y'all know how y'all used to do at the Golden Corral? So we want to keep it simple. As leaders and communicators, our job is to bring clarity to a subject. Great communicators leave the audience with a great sense of clarity, okay? So everything we do, we want to be clear on it. What is the one thing that we do? We sell, we recruit, and we build. Why do we exist? We exist for you can get a piece of the pie. And we ain't talking about Patty LaBelle sweet potato pies. What we talking about is prosperity, inspiration, and eternity. What is our responsibility as a leader to our agents is to give them an opportunity and also to be an example. You know, what are the 4 basics? These are the simple things that Andy Albright is teaching that we need to make sure that we're teaching. Because one thing we know for sure, the person that you hire is going to copy 50% of what you do right and 200% of what you do wrong. That's the way it's going to work out. Y'all know how it is. So these are the 4 basic principles that we got to teach every new agent. Number 1, you're going to pick up the phone or you're going to pick up a check. Matter of fact, you got to pick up the phone before you know what check to pick up. Number 2, get referrals. As my buddy James Coleman say, referrals. He from Jersey. He said real proper, referrals. He did a whole call on how to get better in the home with getting referrals. We've got to fill out the green sheet in every home. It ain't without you can't skip this. That's how you find out and add value to people's lives and protect their retirement, by filling out the green sheet. And then get some information. Call Chris Norris. Say, hey, look, Chris Norris, this is the deal here. This family right here, already booked them on your calendar. And then the man, he's just there. He's not that smart. The woman is the decision maker. So they got this money, and this is what's going on. So that way, when Chris Norris called them, he can already have a heads up on, okay, well, I need to make sure that I cater my conversation this way so he can help you better. And the last thing we do is we recruit in the home. Everybody recruits in home. This is the thing about it. Everybody's recruiting, everybody's selling, everybody winning. That's the way I feel. The people that just say, I'm just focused on selling or I'm just focused on recruiting, they ain't doing the one thing we do. We do it all. We want to make sure that we talk to people and not above people. Remind me of another story. Y'all want to hear it? Yeah. Here it go. So a little boy, his daddy was taking him to the daycare before daddy went to work. Looked in the rearview mirror, the little boy eating an apple. Little boy said, Daddy, why my apple turned brown? Daddy looked back at the little boy in the rearview mirror and said, well, son, what happened was when you ate all the skin off the apple, the meat was exposed to the air, which caused it to oxidize and change its molecular structure and change the color of the apple. The little boy looked at the daddy and said, Dad, were you talking to me? Again, it's like, bruh, like clients don't, and this in the home too, clients don't need to know what mortality and expense and all the details and stuff. They just want to know how much it costs, what it's going to cover, and then you write it up and get on out. They don't need to know the cost of, they don't understand that stuff. So we make sure that we talk to people. And a lot of times people think that the more smart they sound, that they have superior ammunition. Actually, what it means is you just took a lousy shot. And people gonna hit you with that, let me think about it. Or let me do some research. No, we want to speak to people's heart and get them to move. You want to get to the point. All good communicators can get to the point before a listener start asking, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why tell a story and nobody knows how it relates to what you're talking about? You just lose a whole group of people. The hot spots that's winning, the leaders are keeping everything so simple that there's no chance for clarity. You know, and to help you get to the point, ask yourself 2 questions. What do I want the people to know? And what do I want them to do? What do you want them to know and what you want them to do? And then you got to say it over and over and over and over again. Albright has been saying the same thing. I've known him for 3 years and he ain't made up nothing different. He just think of creative ways to say it over and over and over again. But this book right here, he's still teaching the same stuff, saying the same thing. You want to get wide as a fat baby's bottom. You know, you want to get deep and wide. You know, we building, like he says the same. Repetition is the mother of all skills. And the first time you say something, it's heard. The second time it's recognized. And then the third time it's learned. I'm going to bring that back. The first time you hear something, it's heard. The second time is recognized. And the third time is learned. So we can say something, and I don't know about y'all, but you can say something to an agent, you'd be like, look, when you start license codes now, don't read all that material. It's going to make you pull your hair out. Then you're going to have to go buy some more. Pull your eyeballs out. That's boring information. Go to the end of the test. Take the test first. It's going to tell you what you got right, what you got wrong. Ain't no need to study what you got right. That don't make no sense. Just go back and power read what you missed and take that test again 2-3 times and go to the next chapter. So you think they got it. 2 weeks go by, you look on license coach, they 4% done. You call them back, you be like, so tell me how things going in class. Yeah, I'm reading everything. I got a whole binder full of notes. They didn't hear you. Like so you have to also, to help with clarity, get people to repeat back to you what they thought you said to them. Does that make sense? If they can repeat back now you're working with something. And you must be willing to just overemphasize a point and then say it clearly, because to have understanding, you want to make sure that you got understanding so that there's no misunderstanding. Have understanding so that there's no misunderstanding, because confused people don't move. People who have a clear sense of purpose, where they're going, their vision, what they're supposed to do next. And the way that Albright got this system set up now with the getting started quickly, I'm telling you, you can tell people to go watch them videos and you ask them, well, did you download the ATM? Well, where did I find out that they ain't even hit nowhere near the getting started videos? And most importantly, here at the Alliance, one of the reasons that Albright, I feel like, is getting more people to stick is because he's creating an environment that everybody can enjoy. And everybody can be inspired. It ain't just for the special few. It ain't just for the ones who you think, you know, that had it all together, like Chelsea was talking about. And you know, people need to know when they come into our family that it's somebody here that gets them. We may not agree on politics or religion, but I still can understand you and get you and let you now into my circle so that my circle grows and my influence can grow. Does that make sense? Most people who keep their circle small have very little influence and their checkbook is on life support. But if you can understand people and get to say, that's an interesting point. I never thought about it that way. Tell me more. Oh my gosh. And we stay out of judgment. Like, the world is already judging them. We are different here. The country and this world needs the Alliance because we love people and we get them. The hot spots that are growing, people that come there know that these people, they get me and they understand me, and they're not judging me based on how I look, what size I am. Am I a little too wide or should I be a little thinner? Like, no, come on in the room. I love it the way that Albright says now that we got a system, we got it set up so now we can open up the doors wide open. Open up the doors wide open and just say, come on. We got somebody like you. Come on. That's already overcome. Come on. Come on. Look how many people now, because of Paul's victory, he's helping get delivered. And that ain't got nothing to do with life insurance, but it has everything to do with life assurance. People need to know that we got high expectations of them. See, the problem ain't having high expectations. A lot of times we set our goals so low and then we mess around and hit them. Or either we need to let people know that it's okay to dream big and go after it. Because either you win or you learn. There ain't no such thing as failure. The only failure here is not trying. Those are the type of words of affirmation that are going through every single week at these hot spots that are growing. And that's why people are flocking to them like nobody's business. As leaders, we need to make sure people see our convictions, that they see our credibility, and that they see our character. Not that we talk about it. See, Jeff Bright said it so eloquently a couple of weeks ago. He said, you teach what you know, but you duplicate who you are. Oh my gosh. You teach what you know, but you duplicate who you are. Do people see you overcoming? Do people see your character being tested and you remaining true to who you are? Can people see that you do what you say you're going to do? Tim Goat said leadership is visual. What are we giving people to look at? And should they feel our passion? They got to feel it. They got to feel it, because the passion is what gets them to stick around when things ain't going too good for them. But the thing about it is we've had 100% success rate with people who didn't quit. A lot of times we just got to give people time enough to hang around until it takes. Because they didn't get in the situation that they were overnight. And it ain't going to be overnight coming out of it. And while they're going through, while they're in the middle of their promise and their promised land, when they're wandering, in that middle phase, that's where we get people. We get people when they're in the middle. And we got to try to just hold their hand and guide them along step by step. Sometimes we can't run. We got to slow down with them. When you find a good one, when you find a meal, you got to slow down. You got to slow down and be like, whoa, Charlie, go talk to Andy. You above my pay grade already. But you got to slow down and recognize when you got a good one. People got to feel that you got confidence in them. Because a lot of times we don't even believe in ourselves. But the way that Andy got this company set up, when you don't believe in yourself, he's going to give you somebody that you can believe in. I remember it last 2 weeks ago. All hell was breaking loose on my way to the office. And Tia was driving. Duplicate, associate, edify. Y'all get to the home office. Y'all got to get here. If you're local here, within a couple of hours drive here, you should be here at least once a week. Get here. But all hell was breaking loose one morning. And it got kind of heated, not between her and I, but just some family stuff was going on. And have you ever been at your breaking point? I broke. Literally, I broke. And it takes a lot. With me, I hold it in. And then when it finally breaks, it's bad. All right? So it was a Wednesday on our way here, it broke. Stephanie, when I say it was bad. And as soon as I got to the office, I got a text message from Tim Goad saying, hey, buddy, just thinking about you. And I was like, hey, can you talk a minute? And he poured into me for 30 minutes, helping my perspective, letting me know where I am, why am I going through it, this is what's happening, and basically just finding a way to say everything that I needed to hear for that moment so that I could get back to doing. People have to feel you. And people have to feel that, you know what, these people really do care. It's not a facade. It's kind of weird to hear guys say I love you to each other, but it's natural here. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And most importantly, people need to know that you have gratitude for them. The hot spots that are growing the most, the leaders that are growing the most are the most grateful leaders. Because you know that we're living in a time where this opportunity is, we're we're living in a crazy time where people are struggling. Like the masses are really struggling. They're struggling not only financially, they're struggling with their identity. You know, oh my gosh, the world wants us to continue to be divided. And I was talking to Toby earlier today. We got more in common than we got separate, but the world wants us to focus on what we disagree on and keep blowing that up. Well, in the alliance, it's totally different. Like, we're all brothers and sisters, just scratching out a living, trying to sell a little insurance. You know, we looking for one more. We looking for one more. We're all saying the same thing. And that's why we're getting so much massive growth now, man. And, you know, I'm just fired up just to be a part of this company. I am so grateful to Andy and Jane Albright for just your years of consistency. If you weren't who you say you were, I would have figured it out by now. You've been too consistent for this to be a fake. And our biggest way that we can show gratitude is for us to go out here and kill this thing. Make change, like put generational change in your hands. You are the answer to your ancestors' prayers. You are the answer to somebody who was praying last night, not knowing what was going to happen. You are the person that when they call you and say, Terry, I don't think that this is for me. I say, I think it's for you. You just got to grow up a little more. This is building your character, baby. You just hang in here. You just put one more phone call, one more text message. Guys, we need one more person at this family reunion. We need one more winner. We need another millionaire on the board. Guys, I have been honored today. Thank you, Jane and Andy, for the opportunity. Thank you, team, for today. That's right. God bless your Alliance family. We're out.